Paint pots, wet palettes, and overall painting stations reimagined. I've been looking forward to receiving this package over here. There's a little story behind it. I got contacted by the team of Krydrufi if I wanted to test it, and honestly, I wasn't that enthusiastic, even though I really liked the product and the clip that they shared with me. But it was an email from Hong Kong, and it didn't really feel right because all the messages I received from that end of the world has been either scams or something along those lines. So it took a few emails to get to it. In the end, I saw another popular influencer promote this as well, so I thought to myself, why not get to it and try it as well. So I'm really looking forward to opening this. I've had this one for 2 weeks now. Just didn't have the time to check it out. I'm gonna test it in the coming few days/weeks and see if it does what I actually think it does. So let's open the box together and yeah, see what's in there. So this is the box as we have it, and let's see what's in this little baby. Let's open her up, and it looks really good. It's a modular painting station, so packaged really nicely as well. Look at this. Oh yeah. Let's open this one in a little minute. Greatness comes from a small beginning. We believe in the power of details. Would you look at that? It is empty now in the box. And immediately we can see a bunch of things that I've really been looking forward to testing. As you can see, there's 2 cups in here. Actually 4 if you count these as well. And what I really enjoy about this thing, about this little baby, this would have been like these. You get 4 of these. Are actually the things I've been looking forward to, because you can clip these on the outside of this thing as well. And you can make it completely modular. And after washing your brushes, you can basically just clip it in here and have an amazing way to store your brushes. So these 2, or 4 actually, that you get, plus this little thing on the bottom is something I've really been looking forward to, because the problem and issue that I used to have with all these paint cups and whatnot is that this bottom thing, which is made of silicone in this one, was always fixed to the bottom of the cup or anything. So as an example, I got the GW Citadel pot here. This is a bitch to clean, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm really happy. For me, the value within this entire set that you get is already covered within these cups, to be honest. You got one for metallics, for example, one for your regulars, and you can save the brushes on the outside of them to keep them apart as well. So that's my issue. At one point, I just basically screw it. And there's also these little pieces of rubber in the back, keeping them in place. So I'm really happy with these. So I'll put these aside, because I'll be using these in the coming period as well, because I truly think I've been looking for a way to make this work, and I'm really happy that the Krydrufi team actually contacted me about this, even though I'm only just a small creator. I think that it's amazing that they gave me a shot. So as you can see on the side, there's a bunch of clips. You can see the top as well, and this is what holds it all together. I tend to travel to friends a lot, so it's really easy to take this stuff along as well. And you basically unclip it on the sides, and there you go. And this way you basically have like 4 pots. So I'll disconnect the top 2, because these are actually, oh, hold on a second. I'm gonna unclip these as well. There we go. these, I think, can be clipped together. I think I'll have to remove the covers. Here we go. There's a warning in this one. Warning. If the situation depicted in the diagram occurs, so you see a wobbly bit of parchment in there, lid of the box cannot be tightly closed. Please remove any items in excessive height from the box. I don't know what's happening here, but it is... Oh, yeah, okay. So here you can see it's not clipped together really well, and it says, this is extremely dangerous as it can cause your box module to detach when combined with other modules. It is not recommended to stack more than 4 modules. So that would mean that this set that I got is the full set. So let's remove this. Warning heated, thank you so much. And then we've got the other one, which is basically the same thing. So these are the lids that can be clipped into place. Now, if I am correct, as you can see, I'm kind of a do type of person and ask questions later. You can clip them together, and I think these serve the wet palette. So, looking at this, I think, yeah, here it is. Highly moisturizing sponge, 5mm. Great water retention, capacity backed by the thickest sponge ever. Air dry the sponge after washing it, prevent mold. Oh, you can actually wash it? The sponge dries out, soak it in water for 30 minutes to soften. Press out any hard lumps by hand. Okay. And exposure of the sponge to air can cause mold growth when water combines with bacteria. Use alcohol to clean the sponge regularly. So that's actually a good tip. Got some isopropyl alcohol here as well. I'm not going to open these yet. I'm going to open one at least. I think I should, just to show you guys what it actually contains. There we go. And I'm a sucker for well-designed stuff. I'm not going to lie. Feels kind of good. Feels really like it can hold a lot of moisture. So let's put it in there. Let's see. Oh my god, it fits perfectly. You can get it in between the two indents for clipping these together. You know what? Let's just open them both and get everything into place, as I'll be using these for the coming period as well. There we go. We got them into place. I'll probably be moisturizing them when I start streaming. But yeah, very curious. A 4-in-1 disposable palette papers, 10 sheets for acrylic, watercolor, gouache, and oil. Oh, and oil. Okay. Product features: disposable paint mixing palette paper, save you time and reduce hassle. That is correct. As smooth as mixing on glass and plastic palettes. Would you look at that? Consists of coating, preventing paints from soaking through. That's the issue that I mainly get with baking sheets. Please note that the paper is one-sided. Put paints on the side without any markings. Well, let's see then, eh? There we go. There we go. 10 sheets. Is this 10 sheets? No, this is more. This is more, and I'm quite happy with this. Maybe 10 for each? I'm not going to count them because I'm kind of lazy, but I'll show you guys how this fits. So, note that the paper is one-sided. Put paints on the side without any markers. There we go. And there you have it, 2 palettes, which I don't really know how I feel about this yet, because I've mailed them that I was actually looking for a bigger palette, but maybe this works. We'll have to see. I think in size it doesn't differ to the Army Painter one or the smaller paint palettes out there. but still. Got a bunch of papers, which I'm quite happy with as well. So I'll have to see how this works. This is basically a wet palette then. And if you're done using them, basically I've prepped them up for painting now. You can basically just put these back. And either leave them this way or disconnect them, kind of depends. I might actually disconnect them for future use because I can put them in a corner next to my painting station. I think I'll have to, I need to remove these in order to get these out. This feels kind of fiddly, but also it feels very well designed, very strong. And as you all know, I like strong. You can just clip it together like this. There you go. And you got your paint palettes back in order. Although, closing these, I think, yeah, put everything into place again. So basically, closing the top one, we'll have to put this one up here and close it again. So that's kind of nice. Kind of curious how this works. I'll be testing it in the coming few days. And yeah, we'll be checking it out. And I think these seal airtight by pressing them on. This doesn't really work because you can still like lift it up, but if you keep it into place, it should be good. So we'll be checking these out, see how this works. I'm not too confident about the size, but maybe it'll help me keep my palette cleaner. And lastly, sometimes I use oil washes and oils and whatnot, and these, which I'm looking back at it, I'm quite happy with as well. These can also be shut airtight. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen that way. Luckily no models got hurt in that exchange. These also clip together. I'm not going to do that now, but these are basically airtight sealants for painting, oil paints, enamels, and whatnot. And you can use these little lips in here to actually take paint off your brush. Now, if you're seeing this and you're like, damn, this is something I've been looking for as well, I suggest you go check out their Kickstarter. They've launched it on Kickstarter, at least for like a pre-sign up for the coming period. I definitely recommend you check it out. There are a lot of things in here that I'd say are honestly amazing for any mini painter. If you travel a lot, or if you want to keep everything together and not hassle about with different things like clipping your brushes with blue tack or whatever upside down to have them dry after cleaning. Yeah, the link to their Kickstarter will be added somewhere either above or below, and I'll do a review of this in the coming few days. I'm really looking forward to using this. It saves a bunch of stuff, and being able to, like, you know, quickly clean the insides of something like this, or having everything in a modular sense to such an extent that you can use whatever or leave whatever. Yeah, Kickstarter below. Check it out if you can't wait. Otherwise, probably in 2 weeks, I'll be telling you my experience. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.